high in the Sari peaks where the yeller pines grow tall. Buster Jiggs and Sandy Bob had a roundup camp last fall. Took their horses and running iron and maybe a dog or two. Loud they'd brand every long-eared cat that come into their view. Any old maverick with long flopped ears, brush him up day by day. Got his long ears whittled and his old hide sizzled in the most artistic way. Now one fine day said Buster Jiggs and he threw his Rietta down. I'm tired of cow geography and allows I'm a-going to town. So he saddled up and hit the trail, it wasn't no such of a ride. Those were the days when a good cow puncher could warm up his old inside. They started in at Kentucky Bar at the head of the Whiskey Row. Ended up at the depot house some 40 drinks below. They sat right up and turned about and started the other way. To tell you the honest to goodness truth, them boys got drunk that day. As they was a-going back to camp, packing a pretty good load. Who should they meet but the devil himself come a-prancing up the road. He said, you ornery cowboy skunks, you better be a-hunting your holes, 'cause I've come up from down below to gather in you cowboy souls. Says Buster Jiggs, the devil be derned, we boys are feeling tight. And before you get any cowboy sold, you'll have one awful fight. So he poked a hole in his old seat gold, swung it straight and true. Caught that devil right around the horns and he had it anchored too. Now Sandy Bob was a Rietta man with his gut line coiled up neat. He took it down and built a loop and caught the devil by both hind feet. They tailed him down and stretched him out while the irons was a-getting hot. They swallowed forked and cropped his ears and branded him up a lot. They branded him up with a dehorned sow, tied knots in his tail for a joke, and they rode away and left him there tied up to a blackjack oak. Now if you're ever up in the Sari Peaks and you hear some awful wail, you'll know it's nothing but the devil himself, for he's puddled with the knots in his tail.